Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Apologize, the last video got cut off. I'm making juice here with my J2. Just making a ton of juice for the weekend. Trying to stay healthy here. Now, Barbora Krejickova, listen, this is why playing doubles is so important. Now, again, if I was coaching some of this top tier talent, I'm playing doubles, mixed doubles, any chance I get, because having that two-way play is just so important in today's game with so many players just being so strong and aggressive. Now, being comfortable at the net, that comes really from playing a lot of doubles, because you take individual single matches, those types of net exchanges, they really will only happen when you're playing versatile players and two-way players. If you're playing a lot of baseliners that don't use a lot of spin, like for example Anastasia Potapova, who is taking on Harriet Dart next, which is going to be an amazing match. I think Potapova is big time. She's going to be one of the next breakout stars. She reminds me of a young Victoria Azarenka, and it's ironic those two, they actually practice a lot together. I can see Potapova having a similar career like an Azarenka, winning two Grand Slams. I really do. I think they're very comparable. But I do think Vika is a little more versatile. I mean, that's a fact though. But nonetheless, that two-way play is amazing. When you're playing doubles, you have to defend the net. You have to, right? You can't run away from it. And look, playing doubles, to be honest with you, I enjoy watching doubles live because it's a lot faster game. It's a lot faster. That ball is coming at you, and you really have to work on your hand-eye coordination, your reflexes. So I play doubles as much as I can, and any tennis player I would coach, we're playing doubles. Better believe it, because that extra practice, repetition, the training, confidence is experience. Experience is confidence. And you gain confidence at the net when you're put in those situations. And Barbora Krejickova rises to the occasion time and time again. An amazing doubles player. But listen, I want to pivot really quick. I want to talk about Linda Fruhvirtova, guys. As you can see here, she just could not get this ball back. Barbora Krejickova just too dominant mid-range. Now, the reality here is Fruhvirtova, guys. This is why I want to talk about coaching. This is why I think coaching in the juniors should be minimized, right? Because we see a lot of professionals when they hit the main tour, they don't have the ability to game plan or improvise, right? And adjust to in-match situations. I think a lot of that comes from just getting all this coaching as a junior. And then when they reach these pressure point situations, they have no answer. And they're constantly looking at their coach. And if their coach can't figure it out, they're in trouble. I think in the juniors, coaching should be minimized. It should be very limited. Give the players the chance to learn the game. Let them learn as a youth to improvise and make in-match adjustments yourself. That's how you become a great player. It starts when you're young, building that mental confidence to handle pressure point situations. However, in the professionals on the main tour, I do think that coaching should be allowed. I do. I would like to see the older formats where the coach can even come down and offer advice, on the bench. Do we want to incorporate timeouts? I don't think so. I think that the 90-second changeovers are enough. Get your coach the access to be ready to come down and give a 90, no different from any other sport where they call a timeout. You have that 60 seconds or so to call a play or work something out. 90 seconds is more than enough in the changeovers to give some tips. And then, of course, when the player's closest to the coach, offer some tips. The pros, you have to enable coaching. There's sponsors, there's huge purses, there's rankings, there's there's all types of money and investments and on the main tour and the Grand Slams, the master events. You have to allow coaching. But on the juniors, I think it should be limited. Give the player a chance to develop mentally. And I say that because Linda Fruhvirtova has what it takes. After every set, she will take a bathroom break to clear her head, right? When you're in a situation, especially when you're losing, you need to get away, clear your head, come back, think of what's working, what's not working. You can tell mentally she's tough. And I've said this time and time again. Linda and Brenda Fruhvirtova are mentally tough. They are super duper tough. Look how young Brenda is. She has ice veins. You never see her get frustrated. You rarely see Linda get frustrated. Those girls are mentally tough, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for them. Now, in terms of Barbora Krejickova, guys, we all know she's an amazing clay player, right? Clay is her favorite surface. Not really that great of a grass player. This will be her first semifinal she made on the grass surface. And again, the last Czech player to win this tournament was Petra Kvitova in 18, and that's when Barbora Krejickova was playing doubles. Now, we heard Barbora Krejickova say time and time again, she's tired of being looked at as a doubles player. She wants to be a singles player, and this draw is wide open for her to win. She's going to take on Lin Zhu next, who is an amazing shot maker, tons of spin, but I do expect Barbora Krejickova to come out to be at least a 2-1 favorite in that match. Anything more than a 3-1 favorite, I think, would be too much. But that's a match Barbora Krejickova should win. Let's just be honest with you. But in terms of Barbora Krejickova, guys, she's a good clay player. And me personally, I think I prefer hard, but I'll be honest with you, clay is my second favorite surface as a tennis player. Why? Because clay, if you have the athletic ability and you have the intelligence, the on-court intelligence and patience, then you can be deadly on clay. And this is why Iga Swiatek is so deadly on clay, because when you are on a clay court, it's about patience, it's about timing, it's about variety. You need to have a good spin. You have to be able to baseline. And this is why Iga is so deadly, because when you're athletic and you have an amazing footwork, clay, and you have the intelligence on clay, you are going to be deadly. This is why Rafa is so deadly. And you factor in he's left-handed. So I'll be honest with you. In the future, I could see clay becoming my favorite surface to play on, because we were playing some matches last night on the clay surface at the tennis club. And clay, look, you have to have the athletic ability combined with the intelligence. And I could see, as I progress more in my tennis career, I could see clay becoming my favorite surface, to be honest with you. I really can. And this is why Iga Swiatek is so deadly. And this is why Barbora Krejickova is so deadly. She doesn't necessarily have the athletic ability, but she has a two-way play. She has the spin and the shot variety. She's got the serve placement. She's got the wide serve, right? But Iga Swiatek, I did a poll, guys. Go take a look at the community. How many French Open championships will she win? I say probably 3 more before the tour really catches up. Right now, she's just miles ahead of the tour when it comes to clay. And a lot of that comes to just being such a huge Rafa fan and just wanting to be better than him. And I think that's great when the men and women can combine their success and then they have similar icons in common, you know. Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Barbora Krejickova, in the post-match interview, she states that Linda has a great future. She's happy for the Czech Republic tennis scene, and she doesn't want to get ahead of herself. She said making it to the semifinal here is a big accomplishment, but she still has 2 more matches to go. She doesn't even want to think about winning this tournament. She wants to take it 1 match at a time. What a classy person. I'm a huge fan on and off the court. She's an amazing woman. And all of these Czech players, I don't know what's going on in the Czech Republic, but all of them, they're all amazing people on and off the court. They're all sweet. And so I might move to the Czech Republic. Tennis in a Minute. We'll be back.